Alright, I want to make a video on this 29 that I picked up. It's a brooskie build. If you guys have ever had any brooskie builds, concrete obstacles, as you can see, the plies look great. The rounding is great. The countersinks were great. If you've had any of this stuff, I don't know why I would have expected this to be any different. The craftsmanship on this is great. I picked it up off of Anxiety Offline. He was trying to give it to someone that likes, or sell it to someone that likes mellow decks. He said it was a little too mellow for him, and she's mellow. The closest thing I could compare this to is probably an 8 equals soft mold. And I thought right when I picked it up, not gonna lie, I thought maybe that is, I love mellow, but I thought maybe this might be too mellow. But it's not. I think anything more aggressive with a 29 for me would be out of control. Where's that deck at? Shit. Because I have this from way back in the day. I think this is a 30 or 31. Look at this. What was I thinking? This looks like a fucking snow skate. Looks like bat wings. It's disgusting. Yeah, this thing is super fun, super great craftsmanship, build. Haven't had any problems with it, and I've been riding this nonstop. The reason I've been riding it nonstop is because, of course, I wanted to give you guys a review and good look at it, but also to feel out the 29 size, because a lot of people have been it seems like a lot of people on Instagram and whatnot have been riding 29s. So Anxiety Offline had one up for sale, and I was like, dude, I'll snag that bad boy. So this is what I was riding primarily. It's a 34, and this looks like a toy next to it. I mean, essentially they're both toys, but it doesn't look as drastically small as compared to like a 26. But when you're riding this, using it, whatever you want to call it, it is noticeably smaller, thinner than a 34. I ride primarily 32s to 34s, 34s being the cap. And I guess my 8 equals is 36 at its widest, but that's a shape board, so that's a whole other story. Most of it's around 33, most of the board. So this took some getting used to. This took probably the most getting used to out of any deck I've just set up and just started sessioning, and that's just because of the width alone. But what I have noticed riding this is it has really made me focus on cleaning up my style. I just have to really focusing on finger placement, scooping, popping, the pressure points. I literally spent like 30 minutes just doing frontside flips, like back to back to back to back to back. And then I picked up this board, and when I tell you my hard flips were on point, they were like super steezy, in between the fingers, bolts, popping low to the ground, like really focusing on where my fingers actually go on the bigger board and getting all my flips precisely. because you have to do that with this. You don't have that extra. I know it seems like a little bit of room, but it's a lot more room than you think. Um, so if you primarily ride 32s and 34s, um, I guess even just picking up like a 29 tech deck and putting some bushings and some tape on it, try it out. Um, and just focus on one trick for a while, like tray flips or kick flips, and then pull out your regular board. And I'm telling you, your tray flips or kick flips will be so much more crisp on your regular size board. Um, if you're not used to riding 29s and get them on lock on a 29 and then go back to your regular size board. So on this board, getting away from that, I just thought that was interesting and a really fun fact. Also, this is just super fun to ride because you just have to approach everything so differently. There's just not as much room for error. Um, so you have to be more precise. It can get frustrating, but I find that's the best part about it is like, the challenge. So I'm riding this with some CNC machine plastic wheels. These ones are actually pretty good. I haven't had any problems with these, no bearing slip or anything like that. Um, I did have this set up with regular 29 millimeter Tech Deck trucks, but they didn't. The wheels didn't roll the best with those. And I've had these wheels on dynamic trucks before, and they rolled forever. So I was like, there's got to be something hanging them up or whatnot. And I tried to reshape the Tech Deck trucks, but 29 millimeter Tech Deck trucks and 32 millimeter Tech Deck trucks are a whole different ball game. So reshaping 29s is just like, we're not even gonna go there. I didn't feel like buying 29 millimeter dynamics or 29 millimeter BRTs when I really didn't even know how much I was gonna enjoy riding in 29 or like if I was gonna ride it for a while. So luckily, I had this board that was a complete that came with these trucks um, that I bought years and years back ago. Not these wheels didn't come with it, but so I slapped these trucks on this and put some tuning in it, and I'm really happy with it. So another thing with the 29s is I can't get. Um, I haven't tried dynamics or BRTs, so I can't say anything about that. But with these trucks and the Tech Deck trucks of that size, I cannot get my trucks to be like as loose but as responsive as I like. I just think it's the geometry. Um, so they're definitely not like fucking solid, but there's just not as they're not as long, so the leverage isn't the angles aren't the same. That such a tight radius, so it's just something to think about if you like skidding really loose trucks. And since these have the Allen key set up, I haven't like tried to. Once I got something that was like somewhat comfortable, I just got used to the setting I had it at. I haven't tried to like run just one bushing or anything like that. Maybe I will, but I'm happy with this the way it is right now. But super solid deck. Um, if you ride primarily 32 to 34 and you're thinking about trying a 29, you should. Um, I just want to go balls to the wall and buy like a brand new 29, brand new set of BRT 3.0 29s and some fucking lab wheels. Don't do that, but definitely test the waters. It's a blast.